Yo, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, creator, host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, which is in the neck of the woods of Queens, New York. And yes, you are now rocking and watching the 360th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast, live and direct in the comedy space for unfiltered entertainment news, music news, transit, all the above in between. And and yes, and yes, there's a few people actually, including Jimmy Kimmel, that's actually still upset about. Talk about that in a different episode. So yeah. If you miss any episodes whatsoever, please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel page G Money Stacks 555. And of course, be sure to leave a like and a comment with the topics. Tell me how you feel about the topics. And of course, I did post a question in the community tab regarding Project 2025. How do you guys feel about it? And the things that Chiefs faced 47 President 47, um Donald Trump, of course, is who I'm talking about, of course. Um yeah, just express yourself in the comments in the community section where I posted the question, and and yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be 4 years of hell. I know. Anyway, man. Anyway, man. So um I got some things to talk about in a few minutes and remains to be seen. So stay tuned for that. And let's cut to the chase. I don't have any mental health topics to talk about today in this episode, but um what do you say? What do you say we get started on the New York Mass Transit files, man? Let's do this. Let's get started with this, shall we? All right, starting with New Jersey Transit right here. Here's what's happening here. Commuters on New Jersey Transit after a down wire and a disabled train at Penn Station snarled service. Damn. New Jersey Transit said just after 9 a.m., which took place on June 18th, that service had been restored into Penn Station, but was still subject to delays of up to 90 minutes. Amtrak trains, meanwhile, were facing delays of up to 40 minutes. The railroads were working together to resolve the issue and determine the root cause, New Jersey Transit said on social media. Tickets for New Jersey Transit trains were cross honored and on New Jersey Transit buses. This is the second time in less than a month that commuters have faced cascading morning delays due to downed wires. Oof. That's crazy. New Jersey Transit is facing a severe budget shortfall that could reach nearly $1 billion by 2026. Governor Phil Murphy has proposed a new corporate income tax intended to shore up the railroad's finances. Man. Yeah, that's that's going to be tough, man, compared to what the MTA is going through financially. I tell you that much. Um, yes, and despite the poor service record, riders are also being hit with a 15% fare hike that's set into go into effect that took place on July 1st. Fares will increase annually by 3% starting next year. Damn. Shit. All right. What we have to talk about here in transit? Let me see. Let's see. Right. Let's get into this one. So, New York City has finally found a buyer for a decommissioned Staten Island Ferry boat involved in a fatal crash 2 decades ago, letting go of the vessel for $101,000. Wow. Yeah, I bet you the boat is pretty big though. That's probably why it's so expensive. Yeah, this shit is so fucking expensive. I don't know how anybody could actually afford that. Hmm. Hold on. Oh no. No, 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 no. Hold on. All right. Um, but the following initial publication. Hold on a second. Hold on. No. Yes, but the following initial publication of this story, a spokesperson for DCAS said that the 310-foot Orange Ferry had finally found a purchaser who swooped in as the auction was closing and bid just north of the asking price. The purchaser's identity has not been released. The Barbary, named for a celebrated football coach at Staten Island's Curtis High School, entered service in 1981. And by the time it was decommissioned in 2023, it had two major accidents under its belt. The first was in October 2003 when a pilot under the influence of prescription was passed out at the helm, causing the 3,300-ton Barbary to smash into a concrete pier at full speed near the St. George terminal, killing 11 people and injuring 70 more. The pilot, Richard J. Smith, abandoned ship after the crash. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's crazy, man. Smith count of Siemens manslaughter and falsifying medical records and was sentenced to 18 months in prison. Meanwhile, the city's ferry director, Patrick Ryan, also pled guilty to Siemens manslaughter and failing to enforce a rule requiring two pilots at the helm during docking. He was sentenced to a year and a day in the slammer. The rough times didn't end there for the Barbarian. Crashed again in St. George in May 2010, hitting a pedestrian bridge and injuring 40 passengers. Jeez Louise. The National Transportation Safety Board said this crash was due to issues with the ship's propulsion system. The scallywag who purchased the damn scallywag. Wow. Oh man. Oh man. Yes, scallywag who purchased the Barbary is assuming control of a secret arranged and pay for it out of St. George themselves. They are also be on the hook for refurbishing a vessel that bears 40 years worth of wear and tear from daily commuting operations across New York Harbor. Perhaps no one knows the pitfalls of that better than Pete Davidson, aka Pistol Pete, and Colin Jost, the Saturday Night Live comedians and Staten Island natives who in 2022 purchased the decommissioned John F. Kennedy John F. Kennedy Ferry for $2,000. Wow. Wow. Oh wow. Wow. Oh boy. The funny man boosted of grand plans to turn the boat into a massive entertainment venue replete with bars, clubs, and outdoor event spaces. But while the pair still insists the plans are in the pipeline, 2 years later, the Kennedy is still sitting unoccupied at the dock in the Kill Van Co. Oh shit. Damn. Oh um all right. So let's take a let's take a look at some other topics that we have to talk about today. Um okay, one moment. One moment. Um okay, we are going to talk about okay, we're going to talk about what is it? All right, we're going to talk about Swiss Beats and Timberland versus in the next section of this of chatting all the jazz. We're gonna get into it right here, right now. I know everyone's saying that it was a bad idea. Stuff I get the fact that it's crazy, man. Like, come on. You could have chosen a different fucking social media platform. But X, come on, man. I don't really be on that shit because Elon Musk and Trump idiots and racist. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there you go. Hey. All right, let's talk about Swiss Beats and Timberland regarding verses on X. Yeah, everybody has mixed feelings about And this is according to the folks from TMZ. Um, Swizz Beats and Timberland are breathing new life into their Versus platform through a partnership with Elon Musk. They'll have all their upcoming events on X for free, and yet some fans are still complaining. The two super producers made the announcement Wednesday during the Cannes Lions conference in France and celebrated by posting pics of themselves toasting with Elon. Swizz and Timbo's Jubilee rubbed a lot of diehard versus fans the wrong way. The last competition was nearly 2 years ago, and fans thought the show was best back in quarantine days when we were all stuck in the house. And a couple of people were saying, a couple people were saying on the gram, uh, wait a second, Versus was at its best before all the production. All money ain't good money. I agree with that. Katy Perry versus Taylor Swift. That's the way this looks to be going. This is how we continue to play in y'all face. Glad y'all back. Can we get Diddy versus Dupree? No, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, man. This is sad and nothing to celebrate. And Wayman, so we really don't care who we do business with, huh? Shaking my head. You fumbled when y'all sold it the first time. The QB goes back to you in the end zone and you drop the pass. For those of you who may not know, QB stands for quarterback. That's football term. The dude back wants to bring back. Let me see how to pronounce this. Apartheid is cool with us. Good, yeah. All right. And then there's this. Due to Elon recently siding with a black on black crime narrative on X, some fans thought Swizz and Timbo were mocking the culture by teaming with the multi-billionaire, especially that took place on Juneteenth, which I don't fucking care for it. I'm not gonna get into it. Versus kicked off in March 2020 and blossomed into a matchup concert series involving Gucci Mane versus Jeezy, Brandy versus My Man versus Bounty Killer, and many more. Um, Swizz and Tim are teasing a new matchup soon, but anything short of Drake versus Kendrick Lamar, come on, man. Level battle might garner continued scrutiny. Still, we wouldn't bet against the dynamic duo getting fans on board again. Yeah, I don't know about all that though, man. I really don't know about all that because it kind of rubs everybody the wrong way that's on X. Like, come on, really? You really putting that shit on X? Like, come on, man, really, really though. That that shit is ridiculous, man. That shit is so ridiculous. Yeah, that part though, man. I mean, who told? It's like I don't know, man. Like, who told them to sell it anyway? I just feel who told them to sell? Who told them to sell it? Who told them to sell it to Elon Musk? They really messed up, man. Ain't no fucking business. This is some fucking bullshit. Like, come on. It's some bullshit. Like, come on. Like, really? Yeah. Yeah, that's some bullshit, man. Like, come on. All right. All right. So speaking of bullshit, speaking of bullshit, there were some YouTubers that was talking about Tyler Perry and his comment about the highbrow Negroes statement when he was on the Keke Palmer podcast. But you know, Keke Palmer defends Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? So so according to on her defense of Tyler Perry and his films following his appearance on her Baby This Is Keke Palmer podcast, Palmer's remarks come after the seasoned movie producer and writer said on her show, a large portion of my fans are in the Volvo and go to therapy on the weekend. You've got this highbrow Negro who is all up in the air with his nose up looking at everything. Harry added, don't discount these people and say stories don't matter. Who are you to be able to say which black story is important or should be told? Get out of here with that bullshit. Wow. Oh man. Oh man. Keke Palmer took to X on Wednesday to defend him after he received even more backlash. Ooh. Yeah, I know some YouTubers some YouTubers were very angry about that comment and as far as like how he tells his black stories and stuff like that in his movies and TV shows and stuff. But you know, you're not going to fucking find a perfect producer or a perfect director when it comes to movies and shit. And look, there's no such thing as a perfect movie, okay? Like that's the reality. There's no such thing as a perfect movie. So yeah, even though certain movies may suck or whatever, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be, you know, quote unquote perfect and shit, man. As far as like the high expectations, like, come on, man, really, really though, that's just beyond me. Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah, first the scallywag, now highbrow Negroes. That's crazy, man. But anyway, man, let's keep going here. Yo. Oh man, let's keep going, man. The enemy isn't talent, it's the system that makes it hard for multiple black artists to shine at one time, she wrote. Tyler is not the gatekeeper of all black stories. He's just one creative who broke through the system. Advocating for others to do the same is the fight, not hating Tyler for work that many do love. Palmer also responded to a critic who said that the 54-year-old needs to hire more writers, to which the Nope actress fired back that she believes Perry has found a way to work in the system as well as employed a lot of black people, including writers, not just in the camera behind, but behind. His set was the first set I ever saw a black crew. So that gets my respect, she added. You don't have to love his movies, though. I just don't blame his movies for oppression. Another person also gave as an excuse to stay and not grow as a filmmaker. They added, grace should be used as a learning opportunity to grow, which in this case, nothing about Tyler's artistry has grown. The critiques about his work has been same for years. Palmer responded, I think it's less about changing Tyler and more about uplifting and popularizing other work that we love. There is Issa Rae, Tracy Oliver, Justin Simeon, Jordan Peele, Jeremy O'Harris, um, Janixa, Jani- Janixa Bravo, Nia DaCosta, etc. On. She added, he's not the only black creator creating, and they all deserve the right to share their perspective. Yeah. So yeah, you know what? Let's make some noise for Keke Palmer taking a stand and defending Tyler Perry, regardless of the critiques of certain people or whatever. Like, you don't have to like his movies and all that other shit just because it's like what this you think it's the same stories or anything like that. Well, you know what? I don't think. First of all, Tyler Perry's been in the movie business for years. Okay, I mean, you're not going to and look, man, as a director, producer of a movie or whatever case scenario may be, man, you're not gonna fucking please everybody, okay? You can't please everybody. So I want to your energy on trying to please everybody, even if it's the fanatics who are fans of the movies or whatever case scenario may be, man. But some noise for Keke Palmer for basically taking a stand and defending Tyler Perry. So, and by the way, man, you can check out her podcast, Baby. This is Keke Palmer podcast on streaming platforms and YouTube, wherever you get and listen to podcasts. Hold on. Wait for it. All right. Up next, we are going to. All right, We're gonna talk like some food holidays here, man. We got National Peanut Butter Day. Yeah, hold on. So this episode is called Peanut Butter Cookies plus Oreo Cookies, which is dedicated to National Peanut Butter Day, National Peanut Butter Cookie Day, and National Oreo Cookie Day. So, um, speaking of food, by the way, there is a food holiday that's going down. There is a food holiday going down tomorrow. Let me try to look this up right here. Um okay, hold on a second here. Hold on a second. All right. So before I get into those topics. Okay, so tomorrow is National Fried Chicken Sandwich Day, right? I'll get to the I'll get to the I'll get to the I'll get to the food stuff um after we take care of these other two snack holidays. All right. So, let's get into let's get into uh wait, national wait. National Peanut Butter Day, National Oreo Day. Okay. All right. So National Peanut Butter Day, National Peanut Butter Cookie Day. Yes. Let's get into National Peanut Butter Cookie Day and the others. So let's get to it. All right. Hold on. Hold on. All right. National Peanut Butter Cookie Day. Here we go. Let's start off with this. All right. So, yeah, one of my favorite snacks, by the way. And of course, so let's get to it. So, cookie lovers and peanut butter lovers unite to celebrate National Peanut Butter Cookie Day, um, which is on June 12th. The key ingredients of peanut butter cookies are peanut butter, sugar, and eggs. And in their simplest form, that's all that you'll need. Peanut butter cookies are incredibly easy to make, and if you are a peanut butter lover, they always hit the spot. So, so of course, read on for more ways to celebrate one of the most popular cookies ever. Now, the history of National Peanut Butter Cookie Day. All right, let's get to it. As soon as I get rid of this video. All right, we don't know for sure when peanuts were first harvested, but evidence dating back 3,500 years ago indicates that ancient Incans of Peru used peanuts as sacrificial offerings. The peanut likely originated somewhere around modern day Peru or Brazil, potentially growing as far north as Mexico, and was spread by European explorers. These Europeans likely brought peanuts to Africa and Asia, and it was eventually Africans who brought peanuts to North America in the 1700s. In America, and particularly the South, peanut production took off. It was around the 1800s that peanuts became a commercial crop in the US, and demand for the product was high. Now, they could also be as or as a cocoa substitute. They were, however, challenging to raise and harvest, and mostly were only consumed by farm animals or those in poverty. That is until soldiers decided to Union soldiers decided they liked them and found they were high in protein. The early 1900s saw the destruction of cotton crops at the hands of the boll weevil, which threatened the livelihood of many farmers. Dr. George Washington Carver, a well known scientist at the time, suggested many plantations switch to planting be almost as popular of a crop as cotton in the South. Determining who invented peanut butter, however, is a different beast. There's evidence that the ancient Inca ground peanuts to make a primitive sort of peanut butter, though Dr. John Harvey Kellogg is credited for credited with creating the first peanut butter in the United States in 1895. There's also some credit given for the invention of peanut butter to a physician from St. Louis who needed a way for his patients who were too old or sick to chew meat to get protein. After peanut butter's introduction at the World's Fair in 1904. However, it took off. Dr. George Washington Carver of a recipe for peanut butter in his 1916 book on growing peanuts and preparing them to be eaten. And in 1922, Joseph Rosefield improved on the recipe by developing a way to prevent from the solids. Peanut butter had hit stores in 1920, and already peanut butter cookies were being homemade across America. In 1932, the first recipe for peanut butter cookies that featured the decoration with folks on top was printed in the Schenectady Gazette, and the peanut butter cookie had become the classic treat we know today. All right, we go to the timeline of National Peanut Butter Cookie Day. 1916, George Washington Carver invents peanut butter. In his 1916 book, rather, How to Grow the Peanut and 105 Ways of Preparing It for Consumption, Carver lays out how peanut butter is made. 1920, peanut butter hits stores despite being known for years. Peanut butter does not become commercially available until 1920. 1922, no separation peanut butter invented. Joseph Rosefield develops a process to prevent peanut oil from separating from the solids. 1932, peanut butter cookies get decorations. Yes, decorations. The Schenectady Gazette is the first to run a recipe for peanut butter cookies that involved the classic fork press decoration on top. 1992, peanut butter is increasingly popular. Studies in 1992 show that Americans consume 3.36 pounds of peanut butter per year, a total of 857 million pounds. All right. National Cookie Day. Why do people crisscross peanut butter cookies? Yeah, peanut butter cookie though is one tough cookie, pun intended. Answer than regular cookie dough. The hash marks makes them more level for baking. Yeah, National Brownie Day. Okay. Now, how to observe National Peanut Butter Cookie Day. Whip up some peanut butter cookies. Recipes for peanut butter cookies range from being classified as health foods to being mostly sugar and butter. No matter what you are looking for, there's a recipe for that. Take some time in the kitchen and surprise your family or friends with a fresh out of the oven batch. Buy some peanut butter cookies, nutter butter to Keebler to grandma's. There are many baked goods brands that have well loved peanut butter cookies. If baking isn't your jam, pick up a pack to share with your family today. Cook with friends or kids. Whether you are passing on a cherished family to your kids or just rounding up your roommates, so you aren't baking alone. Joy in the kitchen is always best shared. Trust us, peanut butter cookies taste so much better. Fun to make them too. Five fun peanut butter. Number one, astronauts eat peanut butter with tortillas. What? Wait. Wait, what? Why in the hell? Why in the hell would you mix tortilla chips with peanut butter? What? You got to be kidding. You got to be shitting me. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me. Oh man. I swear people be coming up with weird shit thinking that it's a good idea. Oh my gosh, man. This is ridiculous, man. I swear people be coming up with weird ideas and shit. Like this is so weird. Very weird, man. Very fucking weird. Yeah, you heard me. Yeah, you heard me. Um, astronauts eat peanut butter with tortillas. Like that's weird and disgusting. Why would you mix salt with peanut butter? Oh shit. Yeah, that's wow. I'm sorry, but never in the history of all the years of me eating tortilla chips that I thought of dipping the shit in. You never see anybody doing that before in your whole entire life. You know good and hell and well that tortilla chips and peanut butter do mix. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm? It's ridiculous, man. Like, come on, man. That's disgusting. Yeah, that part. That part. That part, man. Oh my gosh. That part, man. Oh my gosh. Anyway, hold up. It's ridiculous, man. Oh man. So, all right. Because bread has too many crumbs for zero gravity, enjoy it on a tortilla. Yuck. Yuck. Come on, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Like, seriously? 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 It's ridiculous. All right, number two, peanut butter patties are one of the best selling Girl Scout cookies. Tagalongs or peanut butter patties are usually the runner up or third best selling cookie of the Girl Scouts. Number three, there are big peanut butter spenders. $800 million spent yearly in America just on peanut butter. Ooh. This is intriguing. Very intriguing. Very intriguing and interesting. Oh boy. Yep. All right. Yeah. Number four. Three-fourths of the houses in America have at least one jar of peanut butter in their home. Number five. Stars love peanut butter just like us. And I don't mean the song, folks. So I'm not bringing that up. According to Skippy Peanut Butter, over 30 celebrities, including Jerry Seinfeld and Madonna, are part of their adult peanut butter lovers fan club. Why National Peanut Butter Cookie Day, you ask? They are delicious. It's obvious, but bears repeating. Damn. Nose. No, excuse me. The perfect note of sweet and salty, nutty and creamy. We couldn't ask for more in a cookie, and we won't. We're headed into the kitchen to bake some right now because this description just made us hungry. Peanut butter is nutritious. We're here to break the good news. Peanut butter is associated with a lower risk of heart disease, cancer, and premature death. It sounds to us like peanut butter cookies may help you live a little longer. However, you don't want to make hold on, excuse me. You do want to make sure that your peanut butter isn't heavily processed or full of trans fats if you want to reap the benefits. They are a reminder of childhood. Once childhood is over, work and school take up a significant amount of time. How many of us have extra time to bake cookies from scratch? We promise 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies are super easy and reminiscent of mom's fresh out of the oven batch from childhood. You can even recruit your kids to help you. All right, so 2025 Thursday, June 12th, 2026 Friday, June 12th, 2027 Saturday, June 12th, 2028 Monday, June 12th, and 2029 June 12th, Tuesday. Okay, next up, we are going to get into um we're gonna get into another food holiday actually, which I find pretty interesting. Um, let's see. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss out on anything. Yes, National Peanut Butter Day. So when Marcellus Gilmore Edson first pat first patented peanut butter in 1884, he probably didn't realize it would become a taste sensation. It would sweep the nation. Whether you go crunchy or smooth, on January 24th, which is next year, we put down our cell phones and pick up our spreading knives to celebrate National Peanut Butter Day. Yum. Come on. Come on. Can we get rid of this damn? Listen. Come on, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hold on. All right. Okay, where were we? Yes. All right, the timeline for National Peanut Butter Day. Starting with the 40s, a nutty controversy. One popular theory suggests a resident of New York, Rose Davis, started making peanut butter. 1884, 1884, peanut. Other historians say that a Canadian chemist named Gilmore Edson filed the first patent for his peanut candy. Okay. 1895, a nut. Hold on. A nut. A nut. Hold on. A nutritious meal. Kellogg's patent patented their process of preparing a nut meal, which also included a pasty adhesive termed nut butter. Okay. Peanut butter and jelly. Yes. Everything that we grew up on, our favorite. The first recipe for peanut butter and jelly sandwich was written by Julia Davis Chandler for the Boston Cooking School magazine of culinary science and domestic economics. Okay. Let's get rid of this video. (1904) Peanut butter's introduction. Peanut butter was introduced at the St. Louis World's Fair. Okay, there's some survey results um for National Peanut Butter Days. So survey according to one of the top Dubai marketing agencies, National Peanut Butter Day. So let's see. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So the National Today's Data Science team surveyed 1,000 people about their peanut butter eating habits in advance of National Peanut Butter Day. 72%, nearly three quarters of people surveyed prefer. Hang on a second. Yes, 72%, nearly three quarters of people surveyed prefer smooth peanut butter over the chunky variety, while 35% um, of men are far more likely to pick chunky peanut butter. Women choose it only 28% of the time. All right, let's see. So we're gonna break down these percentages of this graph right here. So picking favorites. When it comes to favorite peanut butter brands, there's the top three, and then there's everybody else. So Justin's peanut butter. Hang on a second here. Wait, Justin's peanut butter is all right. So 1.60%. Nut and butter 1.70%. Whole Foods 365 2.20%. Trader Joe's organic 2.30%. Planters regular creamy 2.40%. Peanut Butter and Company 2.70%. Smucker's peanut butter 5.20. Pan peanut butter 16.80%. And of course Skippy 23.00%. And Jif 42.10%. All right. Battle of the sexes. Sheesh. While Jif is the runaway favorite, it's not as popular with men who are more likely to pick one of the smaller brands. So 47% of the women pick Jif, which is their favorite brand of peanut butter, and 36% of the men, Jif is my favorite brand of peanut butter. Yeah. So there you go, right there. Now, National Peanut Butter Day activities: go peanut butter breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As a fun challenge, see if you can eat peanut butter in every meal today. You could start with peanut butter on a bagel in the morning. Sometimes I have that. Perhaps a peanut butter based dressing for your lunchtime salad. Ew. Ew. And even a Thai peanut butter curry, which often uses peanut butter as an ingredient for dinner. Who the hell puts peanut butter on curry? Come on, man. Oh man. Host a peanut butter party. Sure, there are parties for um um yeah, sure there's parties for food like, but why not have some nostalgia for that smooth or crunch food you had growing up? That's true. It makes a great party for the kids too. Uh, get your sweetie something nutty. Gifts are always good, but surprising gifts on unexpected occasions are even better. If peanut butter is one of his or her favorite foods, surprise them. Excuse me. Excuse me. Surprise them with a gift that says you noticed. Why we love National Peanut Butter Day, you ask. Peanut butter is perfect for all occasions. Peanut butter is versatile. You have the option of spreading it on something, baking it, mixing it with noodles. Ew. Why? Why the hell? You know good and hell and well that peanut butter doesn't go with noodles. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh shit. Coating meat with it or turning it into a delicious sauce. Just to name a few. Seriously, the options are endless. Peanut butter can help you stay on your diet. No, really. Even though peanut butter has a good amount of fat in it, it's also a very filling food. Therefore, it keeps fuller for longer, helping them resist the urge to mindlessly snack. Researchers at Harvard and Brigham and Women's Hospital found in a study that people eating moderate fat items like peanut butter were able to stay on a diet longer and keep weight off for a longer period of time than those who ate a low fat diet. What? Peanut butter is good for the planet. Each time you eat a peanut butter and jelly for lunch instead of red meat, like a burger or a ham sandwich, you are shrinking your carbon footprint by almost 3.5 pounds of greenhouse gas emissions. You'll also save 133 gallons of water and 24 square feet of land per each peanut butter and jelly lunch. Going green never tasted so good. Okay. All right. So 2025, Friday, January 24th. 2026, Saturday, January 24th. 2027, Sunday, January 24th. 2028, Monday, January 24th. And 2029, Wednesday, January 24th. All right, so there you go. All right. So let's see. Okay, so next we have, hold on a second, man. This damn tablet's getting crazy on me right now. All right, National Oreo Day. Let's get into it right here. We celebrate America's number one cookie each year on its very special day on March 6th with National Oreo Day. At National Today, we love a good cookie, and good cookies stem from the classics. The classics. In fact, one of our absolute favorites is a timeless classic, the Oreo, with crisp chocolate cookies and creamy filling. These little cookies have captured our hearts and our stomachs. The Oreo was first introduced in 1912, and it has been the best selling cookie in America ever since. We love to dunk them, twist them, and straight up take 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 yes, straight up take a bite. Here's to a delicious Oreo. Now, the history of National Day. The late great Sam J. Porcello, a former Nabisco scientist, is known for his work in terms of the modern Oreo cookie, which has been a creamy favorite snack for decades. This cookie creation is without a doubt one of his most notable achievements in his 34 years at Nabisco. And frankly, we believe that life has been sweeter ever since. since we at National today just cannot get enough. The Oreo cookie is nearly 100 of all ages across the globe. Let's face it, classic never goes out of style. And at over 100 years old, Oreo cookies are available in various colors, sizes, flavors. There are more inventing flavors coming every year. There are double stuffed thins, mini, near Neapolitan, Neapolitan, and the aptly named Mega Stuff. We can even savor the flavor in Oreo cake. Yum, Oreo cake. Dunk them in milk. Have them after a meal or a snack. Share them with friends or covet them for yourself. However, we want them, we can have them, as there is no shortage of ways to enjoy the beloved Oreo. All right, timeline, which took place in 1912. Oreos hit the Oreo cookie was first sold to a grocer in Hoboken, New Jersey. 1920, lemon meringue gets the boot, with the original cream flavor being far more popular. The lemon meringue flavor was discontinued by Nabisco. 1998, Oreo first introduced as kosher. This means even more cookie lovers, those with food restrictions, could enjoy this classic cookie snack. 2012, Oreo cookies turned 100. The limited edition and now permanent flavored birthday cake cookie was released to celebrate the centennial milestone. National Oreo activities. Have an Oreo tasting. Invite your friends over to eat Oreos. Track down as many varieties of these tasty cookies that you can and have a tasting of Oreo flavors. Cool mint, gold cake, original. Do minis taste different than regular? Ask the hard questions and enjoy. Throw an Oreo dessert party. Throw a desserts only dinner party where everyone has to bring a homemade dessert with Oreos, pie with Oreo crust, ice cream with Oreo mix-ins, cake with Oreos incorporated in the batter. Get creative and enjoy the versatility of this cookie. Keep it simple and eat some Oreos. Kick it old school on National Oreo Cookie Day and simply eat some of these classic cookies. Buy a pack on your way home from school or bring a package into the office for everyone to enjoy. Whether you keep them all to yourself or share the love, you'll feel great after eating this delicious cookie. All right, 5 facts about Oreo cookies that will blow your mind. Number one, just call him Mr. Oreo. Cookie founder Sam J. Porcello was often referred to as Mr. Oreo after he introduced us to our favorite sugary sandwich treat. Number two, the original recipe called for pork fat. When invented, lard was a central ingredient to making the Oreo cookie. Number three, double stuffed cookies made their debut in 1975. All right, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this shit. All right. The original recipe didn't change years until the favorite double stuffed Oreo cookie was introduced. Number four, Oreo cookies are sold in over 100 countries. Cookie lovers around the world are able to enjoy this tasty treat. The top 5 countries in terms of sales for Oreo cookies are the United States, China, Venezuela, Canada, and Indonesia. Number 5, Oreo cookies could circle Earth 308 times. From end to end, these classic cookies could circle the globe over 300 times if lined up along the equator. A tower of Oreos could reach the moon and back at least 5 times. Yeah, I don't know about that one right there. Why we love National Oreo Day, you ask? There is only one Oreo. There are a lot of imitators, but there is only one Oreo. Every now and then we will try out other brands to see if they'll taste as good, but we keep coming back to the original. They got things perfectly right, and we commend them for it. All right, and we commend them for it. We love them every which there are a million ways to eat an Oreo, and we love all of them. Twisting, dunking, chomping, sharing. Each way is amazing. How someone eats an Oreo is also such an insight into their personality. How do you eat your Oreo? We love to try all the varieties. There are dozens of varieties of Oreos, some only available in certain countries, and we love the challenge of trying to taste all of them. All right, so next year, 2025, Thursday, March 6th, 2026, Friday, March 6th, 2027, Saturday, March 6th, 2028, Monday, March 6th, and 2029, Tuesday, March 6th. All right. Okay. Okay. So trying to get through this. All right. All right. Up next, we're gonna talk about 26 rappers' most expensive purchases over the years, widespread adoption. Yeah, no, we're gonna talk about 26 rappers and how yeah, this is crazy though. Jacquees, king of remixes. We'll talk about that too. Um, okay, 26. Wow, 26 rappers, man. All right, so 26 rappers, according to Double XL Mag. Um, so let's see. So see rappers who okay, I don't know. But let's see. All right, so C rappers most expensive purchases. So um wait, let's break this down, man, before we even get to the list. So rappers know how to make money and spend it just as fast. It comes with the territory of being a superstar. Over the years, rappers of all have made purchases that are luxurious and ludicrous, not the rapper. Whether it's Jay-Z and Beyonce buying the most expensive home in California or Rick Ross copping a 12,400 square foot Miami with a 40-foot dock, rap stars love to spend the big bucks to get exactly what they want. Take Travis Scott, for example, who celebrated his 29th birthday in 2021 by copping a massive private jet. The cat calls it cost more than the $70 million private jet owned by his baby mother, Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner. Then in 2022, dropping $100 million on a defunct but beloved theme park in Los Angeles. The park reopened in 2024. Wow. Okay. Big spenders, and ballers. Yeah, it does come with the territory of being not only famous but being a superstar. Yes. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, of course, some of these lavish purchases aren't always the smartest investments. Little Uzi Vert paid an exuberant amount of money to get a pink diamond implanted in his forehead in 2022, which is fucking. However, he ended up having the diamond ripped cleaned out of his skull 5 months later during a rowdy stage dive at Rolling Rolling Loud. Let's just say there are many purchases to sift through, both good and bad. Here are some of the most expensive things rappers bought over the years, including cars, houses, jewelry, and beyond. Yes, starting with Lil Uzi Vert. In February of 2021, Little Uzi Vert made major headlines when they got a natural pink diamond implanted into their forehead. The Philly rhymer allegedly spent $24 million for it after nearly losing the incredibly rare gem while stage diving at Rolling Loud, Miami that summer. Uzi explained that he removed it altogether for insurance reasons. Hmm. Next, we have Jay Z. After decades of outlandish purchases, Jay-Z successfully outbid himself in 2023. In May of that year, King Hove and his A-list wife, Beyonce, became the proud owners of California's most expensive home ever. The Carters copped a Malibu, California mansion overlooking the Pacific Ocean in $200 million. Drake. In 2022, Drake made an eyeball popping $100 million investment of an esteemed art theme park called Luna Forgotten Fantasy, which will open in Los Angeles in December of 2023. The park has rides created by legendary artists Keith Haring, Roy Lichtenstein, and Kenny Scarf, among others. The multi-million-dollar investment means the theme park will now reopen after nearly 4 decades. While park goers won't be able to actually go on the rides because they are considered art pieces and extremely valuable, they will be allowed to walk in some. Next, we have Travis Scott. Um, Travis Scott purchased an Embraer ERJ 190 private jet for over $72 million. The jet, which Travis calls Cactus Airlines, is more expensive than his mother Kylie Jenner's own jet. Her private plane reportedly cost $70 million. Rick Ross, aka the Big Boss, after famously paying Evander Holyfield $10 million in 2014 for the 54,000 square foot mansion in Georgia that sits on the 105-acre property referred to as the Promised Land. Um, Rick Ross tripled down in 2023. Uh, that July, the biggest boss spent $37.5 million on a sprawling estate on Miami Star Island. Oof. Playboy Cardi, right around the time Playboy Cardi and Iggy Azalea welcomed the baby boy together in the spring of 2020, the elusive Atlanta rapper copped a family-friendly vehicle of epic proportions. According to TMZ, Cardi put down $400,000 on a 2020 Rolls Royce um, Cullinan from car dealership to the stars wires only. While things didn't work out between Iggy and Cardi, the Rolls is quite the daily driver. Yeah, that's pretty pretty interesting. Wow. Oh, excuse me. All right, next we have Eminem. Eminem is no stranger to lavish purchases. In January 22, the Detroit legend dropped $425,000 on a Bored Ape NFT in his likeness, dubbed Emin Ape. Not sure what that means. Oh shit! The expensive um non fungi non-fungible token finds a primate version of Slim Shady wearing his signature trooper cap and a gold rope chain. Wow. Yeah. $425,000. Wow. Um Little Yachty, named after a boat, dropped some major cash on a very unique pair of bracelets. Jewelry designer Nadine Gosen recently did a collab with Crayola for a set of bracelets and rings. Both showed off the new wrist pieces in 2024, two of which are from the Nadine Gosen and Crayola collection, which is available at the market and can cost between 20,000 and $20,400 and $21,400. This means Yachty shelled out over $40,000 for his bracelets, which can also be customized. Jeez. Nicki Minaj threw down $19.5 million in 2020 in December of 2022 on a in the elite neighborhood known as Hidden Hills in Los Angeles. The elaborate crib is complete with 12,000 square feet of living space, 8 bedrooms, and an exterior guest house that overlooks the saltwater pool. Fat Joe expanded on his already extensive car collection with an out of this world purchase in October of 2023. The Bronx rap icon paid a staggering $750,000 on it, custom wide body Rolls Royce Cullinan with parts that were developed in Europe. Once the whip was in his possession, Joe dropped another $100,000 on its beautiful blue interior. That sounds pretty sweet. Fabulous Brooklyn native bought his then 7-year-old son Johan 2 Rolex watches for Christmas in 2015. The extravagant purchase set the Brooklyn Spitter back a total of $34,000. According to Us Weekly, Fab gifted his son a 26 millimeter two-tone date just worth $12,500, as well as a 26 millimeter 18 karat gold, yellow gold to be exact, presidential that ran a cool $21,500. Both were reportedly copped from Raphael and Co., a renowned New York City jewelry company. Ooh. All right. Meek Mill. In 2016, Meek Mill was dropping cash just like he was dropping disses aimed at Drake. That's some of the Philly rhymer laid down $540,000 on a custom Dream Chasers chain and pendant complete with 250 carats worth of diamonds. The iced out piece was designed by Shine Jewelers in Meek's home city. Tiger dropped an impressive $20,000 on an actual Egyptian tomb in 2014. The tomb was part of a $120,000 budget he spent on decorating his Last Kings clothing store, Last Kings on Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles. Ooh. Ooh. Two Chainz, known for his exquisite taste, once hit up New York City's Diamond District and dropped a total of $65,000 in a matter of minutes back in 2016. According to TMZ, Titty Boy picked up 3 items that day from his go-to jeweler, Joe Avian. The purchase included a 25 karat black onyx stone ring laced with diamonds, an icy 25 karat diamond tennis necklace, and a bracelet fitted with 30 karat diamonds. Okay. Talk about fresh to death. Offset's $100,000 diamond encrusted raindrop pendant and chain is truly a sight to behold. Set copped the piece in 2017 while riding the high of Migos landing at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart for the first time with Bad and Bougie earlier that year. The pendant symbolizes Set's opening line of the track's hook, on which he spits the line, "Raindrops, drop top smoking on cookie in the hot box." Ooh. Just about a month prior to becoming a member of the 2019 Double XL Freeman class, Blueface purchased his first home for a cool $1 million. At only 22 years old, the Los Angeles rhymer unveiled his new digs via Instagram, complete with custom artwork from top to bottom. All right. All right. So let's get to 24 hours. Spent $35,000 on a deposit to a house. Ooh, that ain't bad. Especially if you need a place to stay. All right. My house was $3.7 million. That's burner. Then I put about $600,000 into it. That's the most I've ever spent, but I look at it as a good investment. At the end of the day, that shit already went up in value. It could be there for the kids. I don't feel like I'm playing myself no more. Just paying rent was never feeling good, anyways. Other than that, trips, Hawaii trips, I bring homies with me. I usually go like 5 to 7 deep. It'll cost sometimes if I go on a trip. Sometimes it's around $80,000 to $100,000. Spend 100 racks on a trick. Excuse me, on a trip. That's something you can never lose. Your watch can get taken from you. Your chain can get taken. You can go to jail and they can take you home, but memories are forever. Ooh, okay. So 1, 2, 3. Wow. All right, Black Youngster. A few things made me my home, a car. I say my Lamborghini truck that I bought. I haven't drove yet. Bought it a year ago. Hasn't come yet. Hasn't came yet. Bobby Brackens. When I first signed my record deal, I went and bought a Mercedes Benz in cash. That was the most cash I ever took out of the bank and bought something with. It's a Matty black convertible CLK. It was about $55,000. Dram. The down payment on my car, the Porsche um, Panamera 4S exclusive. It was a lot of money. I, I love that fucking car. Um, I am Sue. Probably some shoes. I bought these Yeezys Red Octobers a couple years ago. They was like 5 racks. That's what that was that was the dumbest shit. But those they don't make those anymore. All right. All right, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Where were we? Let me see. Where were we? Where were we? Yes. So I see Narco. Oh my God! I've been spending money before I got signed. What's my name? What's my name exactly? So you already know how that is. But I say me buy no, excuse me, my brother and my uncle, a strip club in Miami, $60,000. Every stripper in the club. I didn't pay for that though, but it was a lot of my family. Oh wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Hey, Queen, some $5,000 boots, Balenciagas, and I ain't even really into that, but it is what it is. 5 grand for a fucking pair of boots? That's really wild. Reese LaFleur, one of on one item. This watch, it's a Rolex, it's a Rainbow Yacht Master. The retail price of this watch is $95,000. Tokyo Jets money. I spent $30,000 so far. She still got a little bit more that I gotta pay. I don't even know what school she go to, but they got my money. Oh shit. That's funny. That's funny right there, man. All right. Let's see. Let's see. What else can we talk about here, man? What else can we talk about here? Okay. Um, I think we can give me 1 second, folks. Sorry about that, folks. I had to run to the bathroom quick. Um, all right, up next, we are gonna get into some tech news involving. Hold on a second. Let's do Jacquees and then we'll get into all that stuff. Let's get into Jacquees. Um, King of remixes. King of remixes, man. Hold up. Hang on one freaking second. Okay. All right, all right. Here we go. Jacquees, king of remixes, according to the folks from Vibe. Um, Jacquees is not the king of R&B, but he is the king of remixing. Prior to signing with Cash Money, the Atlanta native displayed his singing, rapping quality, duality on his mixtapes, aptly titled Q Mix, Q Mix, where he would put his own spin on popular songs. Jacquees has remixed hits from artists ranging ranging from NSYNC, Drew Hill, and Drake to Chris Brown, SZA, and Daniel Caesar. Him, for him, no song is off limits for being for a Q mix, despite the controversy over clearances and him not being allowed to profit from these records in traditional ways. Fans are obsessed with his Q mix series. The latest one, Q Mix 5, was released on Friday, June 21st, and includes his take on records like Muni Long's Make Me Forget, Usher's Good Good, Coco Jones' ICU, and Bryson Tiller's Chow. Yet the question arose on which Q mixes reign supreme. Of course, Vibe press play on all 5 installments of Jacquees' Q mix and chose the top 10. Wow. So the list of songs go like this. Number 10, Track Star. Um, Hold on a second. Yeah, yeah. Number 10, Track Star. Track Star blew up because of a viral dance on TikTok, and the moment became bigger than the artist himself. So it made sense for Jacquees to piggyback off that wave and make a ripple of his own. If it weren't for that snippet going viral and fans trying to decipher who actually made the song a success, Jacquees Jacquees could have passed this off as his own. Number 9, Get You. Jacquees made sure to note from the beginning that he wanted no smoke with the Canadian crooner over the song, as stated on the opening line. Don't get this shit confused. I really fuck with Daniel Caesar. Hailing from the third Q mix, the Atlanta native praises his ride or die lady on this cover. Through all my challenges, police in my window, my baby has never turned on me. He cools as he honors the lady in his life for holding him down. The melody matches his cadence, but it's the lyrics that make this stand out. Number 8, Snooze. Not long before the release of Q Mix 5, Jacquees unveiled a cover of SZA's Snooze and Usher's Good Good. However, within the mashup, it was clear that SZA's record was more his speed. He channeled his inner Joe and bragged about all the things his woman's ex didn't do. But also because he sings in italics. It didn't feel much different than the original version. With it being named the best song of the entire streaming era, we like to note that that's health that's a hefty compliment, not shade. How about now? We take rapping Jacquees over singing singing Jacquees any day, but he glides in and out of both skills the on this cover from Q Mix 2. This also makes the sample of Jodeci's My Heart Belongs to You more seamless as he decides when it's best to sing versus rap. And this was the original Drake's How About Now? Yeah. Okay. What lands this is the unwavering confidence Drake raps about, but Jacquees somehow makes it all seem less corny. Number 6, Hold You Down. There were too many people on the original record for Jacquees' solo version to be superior, but the man put forth a valiant effort. The best verse that he tackled was Chris Brown's, and the strong falsetto. Jacquees did his thing with this and Q Mix 2, plus his visual companion matched the mood and energy perfectly, hence why it's amassed 12 million views since its release almost a decade ago. Number 5, Act 2. 4 Bets is still on his accent following the viral moment that came from his debut single, Act 1, Stickers 99. Between that and Drake hopping on the Act 2 remix, the song is quite popular among the Gen Z crowd, but Jacquees made it enjoyable for millennials as he put more of an R&B twang on it vocally. In a way, his cover sounds like how a traditional R&B fan would think the original is supposed to sound. And for that, it's a great introduction to Q Mix 5 and even allows for older fans to learn more about 4 Bets. Personally, we think it's a win for all parties involved. Number 4, She Knows. We're going to say the quiet thing out loud. Jacquees turned Neo's song into an August Alsina record. That's no shade towards the I love this shit singer, but the men do sound very similar in certain instances. When it comes to his other Q mixes, this was a rare instance where the remix might be better than the original. Argue amongst yourselves. Number 3, Body Language. If you play these anxious bars, both make you want to blast it through your speakers on a hot summer day, as you are driving through the city. This may also be the only time that Jacquees stands a chance against Usher's vocals, but that still doesn't make him the king of R&B. Regardless, this gem from Q Mix 2 is one of the best to stem from the mixtape. Number 2, Pretty Lady, which is different from Tyrese's Sweet Lady. Tyrese's endearing ballad is one of the best songs of the 90s, and within his entire discography, it's sensual, sexy, and makes a point without being lewd. It's normally one of those records that we'd consider to be untouchable, but Jacquees truly won us over with his version. Adding Tyler Watts to it gifts listeners with the nostalgia from those R&B duets of the early 2000s and reminds us that male contemporaries need to collaborate more often. This Q Mix 5 cover was a delightful usage of this sample without straying too far away from the essence of the original. It's also the first time Jacquees covered a 90s classic, and it wasn't cringeworthy. And sorry for the cars. That also deserved a round of applause. And number 1, finally, the trip controversy was one of those music moments where you just had to be there. In case you weren't, Ella May released the record in August 2018 as a single for her debut album. It was the follow up to her massive hit Boot Up. Jacquees released his Q mix in September of that year, and it instantly became the favorite version among. Due to its popularity, Mustard and 10 Summers issued a cease and desist to Jacquees and Cash Money Records. When you monetize content you don't own, you are stealing, and no one steals from 10 Summers. Mustard tweeted after he had the label practically erase Jacquees' rendition digitally. Ella had no say in the matter, and any platform reporting any differently is spreading falsities. The situation caused a rift between Jacquees and May, which only escalated when he performed the Q mix in London during a Tory Lanez concert. May then threw shade at Jacquees on Twitter, writing, "I'd be so embarrassed if someone brung me on stage and the only thing I could sing was someone else's song because nobody knew my actual music. Poor thing." Jacquees' then girlfriend threw shots right back, telling the singer to humble herself before the singer said that he and Mustard made amends. In spite of the legalities and verbal sparring, this Q mix is still one of the best records in Jacquees' entire discography. All right, now we can go to all right, some tech news. Hold on a second. Let's see how many tech topics to talk about here. Hold up. Okay, we got widespread adoption of health monitoring technologies. We have okay. We're gonna get into all right. We're gonna get into a segment. Um we're gonna get into we're gonna get into um we're gonna get into this segment right here that I previously premiered, which is called Crunch Tech Mentions. This is basically about what goes on in technology involving phones and other gadgets in between, all that good stuff right there. But this story right here, it involves technology when it comes to health. So we're gonna get into it right here, right now. Um, we're gonna get into it right here, right now. Actually, um, hold on a second. Let me get my. All right, let's get to it. Hang on one second. All right. So this first story has to do with healthcare technology. So so listen to this. This is according to explodingtopics.com. Um, the healthcare industry is seeing an influx of disruptive technology. Many in the industry saw the adoption of electronic health records as the first major step in healthcare technology, but now healthcare organizations are beginning to find ways to manage and leverage the wealth of patient data in their systems. The application of healthcare Technology goes way beyond managing data, though. Consider RPM devices, telehealth capacity, no, excuse me, capabilities, and AI-powered clinical research. That that's just the beginning of what seems to be the next frontier of healthcare. With that, here are the top technologies impacting the healthcare space today, and a few that are still in development. What is healthcare technology, you ask? Healthcare technology refers to any hardware or software used to augment patients' outcomes. Examples of technologies commonly used in healthcare, excuse me, include telehealth software, electronic health records, and IoT devices. The current state of technology in healthcare. Historically, the healthcare industry has been slower to adapt to change than other sectors. It's a complex industry with multiple players involved in every step of care. Data is present, but it's dispersed and stored in various formats. There are privacy regulations, security concerns, and of course, the desire to do no harm. All these challenges mean that new technologies can be a hard sell in a healthcare setting. All right, so healthcare technology trends includes um, IoT and devices, AI and robotics, increased cloud use, digital therapeutics, mental health technology, VR, advances in virtual care, data explosion, nanomedicine, and 3D bioprinting. In the coming year, AI, virtual care, and IoT medical devices are expected to directly impact the healthcare industry. But as technology has become more reliable and cost effective in the past decade, there's been widespread adoption of a few solutions among healthcare organizations. In 2009, EHR systems ushered in a new era of digitized healthcare. More secure IT solutions provided the infrastructure required for data collection. Many healthcare organizations have adopted new technology simply out of necessity. In 2020, COVID made telehealth a must have service, and now AI tools are cutting administrative costs and helping organizations that are struggling to their shifts. As new healthcare challenges come about in the next few years, there's little doubt that technology will play a key role in solving them. Business models are likely to shift to value based care and emphasize staff well being. Patients are likely to continue to demand in home care and monitoring. Collaboration across health systems will become essential to patient care. Um, yeah, the use of healthcare technology and data management has been building for several years. In short, the adoption of healthcare technology is expected to accelerate in the coming years with the goal of improving patient care and increasing the efficiency of the entire healthcare system. With that, let's cover some of the key technologies being utilized in healthcare right now. Artificial intelligence in healthcare, AI is one of the most talked about technologies in the world today, and its use in the healthcare sector is starting to gain momentum. There are numerous use cases of AI technology augmenting and supporting healthcare organizations. As of August 2024, there are 950 AI ML enabled medical devices approved by the FDA. In 2022, the FDA approved 91 healthcare devices that utilize AI. That number more than doubled to 221 in 2023. Interest in healthcare AI is up more than 614% in recent years. Radiology is by far the department that has seen the most widespread AI adoption. Between 1995 and 2022, 392 AI tools have been approved for radiology. That's 75% of all approved AI solutions. Survey results show radiologists are putting this technology to work. AI adoption in radiology went from 0 to 30% between 2015 and 2020. The most recent AI technologies for radiology are detecting anomalies. For example, in Mount Sinai Health System are using an AI tool to detect changes to brain tissue that may be an early indication of Alzheimer's disease. AI is also being used to detect fractures on X-rays with 92% accuracy, the same rate as a clinician. In this case, the AI platform performed just as well as clinicians when detecting fractures. Beyond radiology, AI also has a promising future in the field of pharmaceuticals. Using traditional technology and methods, it takes about 10 years and $1 billion to get a new drug to the consumer marketplace. Whew. Wow. Um, with AI, the process is much faster. AI can be applied throughout the process of pharmaceutical development. MIT researchers have developed a deep learning model that can match drug-like molecules to proteins, a critical step in the development of medicines 1,200 times faster than the existing model. AI can also be used to model how drugs will act in the human body and predict toxicity. Major pharmaceutical companies are investing in AI powered development. Jeez Louise, man. In June 2023, Eli Lilly partnered with um, XtalPi, an AI-focused biopharmaceutical research company founded in 2014, in a $250 million deal to use AI in developing drugs. XtalPi uses AI and robotics technology in its pharmaceutical development platforms. XtalPi already has deals with Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson. Another goal of AI technology is to improve the efficiency and speed of medical workflows. Around 30% of healthcare organizations have plans to invest in ways to automate repetitive tasks in the coming years. For example, Google and the Mayo Clinic are partnering on a generative AI solution. Search volume for generative AI is exploding. The tool will give medical organizations the ability to create their own chatbots that run on their data via Google's technology. Medical staff could potentially use the chatbots to uh, ask a question in a natural language and quickly get information regarding imaging, labs, and medical history, even if that data exists in different formats. Jeez, man. Shit. Damn, this is a lot. This is a lot, man. This is a lot though, man. So this is crazy, man. This is crazy. I think I'm gonna stop right there, man. The rest, I'll continue the rest some other time, man. Um, it's a lot, man. You know what I mean? All right. I want to get into some movie news, actually. So let's get into some movie news. All right. Starting with yeah, let's get into some movie news right here, man. Um, can't really stay on this. So let's get to movie man. Be talking about the status of Spider-Man 4. All right. Spider-Man 4, man. I've been hearing um a lot of a lot of videos from YouTube. According to some of the YouTubers, there's been some a little bit of hiccups and stuff. So we're gonna get into it right here, right now, in this segment right here, man. Movie Man Cave Popcorn. Here we go. All right. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it right here. Spider-Man 4, let's get to it. And this is from Variety. All right. Tom Holland's Spider-Man will swing back into theaters on July 24th, 2026. The Untitled Columbia Pictures project from director um, um, Destin Daniel Cre- Creighton. No, Cretin, excuse me. Cretin, how you pronounce it, will debut shortly after Avengers Doomsday, which comes out on May 1st, 2026. Spider-Man Far From Home was similarly released just 2 months after Avengers Endgame, and the third Spidey film grossed over $1 billion globally. Ooh. Yep. I'll get back to this. During an appearance, hang on 1 second. During an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon on Tuesday night, Holland confirmed that his fourth Spider-Man movie will begin production in mid-2025. Next summer, he's talking about next year, folks. We start shooting. Everything's good to go. We're nearly there, Holland says. Super exciting. I can't wait. Um, During a recent interview on the Rich Roll podcast, Holland revealed that he had read a draft of the script for his fourth Spider-Man movie and said it needs work, but the writers are doing a great job. One of the things is that with Marvel, your film is a small cog in a large machine. Holland said about the Spider-Man 4 development. That machine has got to keep running. You have to make sure you can fit into that timeline at the right time to benefit the bigger picture. That's one of the challenges we're facing. The time in which we need to get that done is a tall order, but definitely achievable with the people we have working on it now. It's not yet clear if Zendaya will return to her um, as MJ. Holland has played Peter Parker in three standalone films that were directed by John Watts: Spider-Man Homecoming 2017, Spider-Man Far From Home 2019, and Spider-Man No Way Home 2021. Variety confirmed in September that Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings filmmaker Daniel Cretton would direct the sequel, taking over the franchise from trilogy director Watts. Cretton's other credits include 2013's Short Term 12, 2017's The Glass Castle, and 2019's Just Mercy. He was previously set to direct the now scrapped Adventures, The Kang Dynasty, but he departed the project in November 2023, and it was later reworked into Avengers Doomsday. Cretton has stayed in the Marvel family and co-created the upcoming Wonder Woman miniseries starring Ya Yahya Abdul Mateen II. Cretton has also been developing a sequel to Shang-Chi, but a source close to the production that Spider-Man 4 is currently the priority for the studio. The relationship between Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures Entertainment has at times been a tumultuous one. There was a brief period in late 2019 where two entities reached an impasse about the future of the character in the MCU, and their agreement was temporarily called off. They came to a resolution shortly after, followed by the No Way Home crossover extravaganza that brought previous Spider-Man Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield into the MCU. Next we have the Piece by Piece. We have Piece by Piece, man. And of course, according to Film Stories, director Morgan Neville tells Pharrell Williams' story with Legos in an unusual, Jesus Christ, with all this stuff. Yeah, Pharrell Williams' story with Legos in an unusual but fun biopic. Here's our piece by piece review. A Pharrell Williams biopic documentary hybrid told with Lego blocks. If that sentence makes you raise your eyebrows, then that's understandable. The concept of Morgan Neville's latest project is an unusual thing on paper, but rather surprisingly, it works on screen. Pharrell Williams is the superstar music producer behind some of the biggest names in music, not to mention his own solo tunes such as Get Lucky and Happy from Despicable Me. This Piece by Piece charts the musician's childhood and rise to fame with the use of Lego to tell the story intended to reflect his creativity. As the Lego movies have taught us, you can create almost anything with Legos. And Williams' musical abilities work in a similar way. He's able to see combinations that no one else can, resulting in a string of hit singles. The film begins with the camera following a Lego Williams into an interview room where he suggests to director Neville to tell his life story with Legos to allow for maximum authenticity for Williams to be himself. After that, the film follows a pretty standard documentary structure, competence, competently so. Neville brings in major music stars like Timberland, Gwen Stefani, Kendrick Lamar, and Snoop Dogg, who actually turns into a huge Doberman for your standard floating head interviews that offer us insight into what it was like to work with Williams. His character and personality is carefully crafted through the insights of other people, and of course his music. But the biggest insights come from Williams himself. The musician recounts how his ego got a bit too big and he lost his way. His 2013 collaboration with Daft Punk, Get Lucky, is presented as a redemption song, eventually leading to Happy, which marks Williams' story coming to a conclusion of sorts. His story is ripe for a cinematic retelling, but there's also a very vulnerable side to the piece. Um, there's an art to making a great documentary, but it's even more challenging to make a documentary that feels accessible and entertaining. And even for those not familiar with Williams' music, that being said, Get Lucky is one hell of an earworm, and most of us will have heard it more than we would have liked to. Neville's film focuses more on Williams' humble beginnings than his later work, perhaps because they are more cinematic and dramatic. The film's final act feels rushed, but piece by piece is endearing. Playful filmmaking. It's impossible not to tap your feet to the rhythm of Williams's most famous tracks, and the decision to showcase his beats with Lego pieces that seem almost alive is a brilliant move. The Lego approach never feels immature, but instead infuses piece by piece with an artistic energy that is a delight to watch. Yeah, it's in theaters right now, man. Let's see. Let's see. So I've been live action Legos movie based on the franchise. So this is from CBR, and I when I heard one of the YouTubers talking about this, I'm like, okay, let's take a look at this. Um, all right, so the Lego Group has produced some surprisingly great movies. Films such as the Lego Movie and the Lego Batman movie deliver some hilarious and heartfelt screenplays that act as love letters to the building blocks. Lego's immense popularity has never decreased, even if the Lego Movie 2, the second part, failed to reach the commercial heights of the first film. Following their acquisition of the Lego Movie rights, Universal has recently announced they will be producing some live action Lego movies, leaving audiences confused about how this will work. While Universal's move into live action Lego movies may seem strange, there are a few franchises that could suit this approach well. These Lego brands are tailor made for live action offerings and may even work better in this medium than in the animation genre. Lego Tom Cruises would be a fun and educating picture, starting with number 10. All right. Um, all right. All right. All right. Number 10. Let's get rid of this. During debuting in 1996, Lego's Tom Cruise's theme delivered one of the company's more imaginative themes. The sets follow the story of um, the eccentric scientist Dr. Cyber and his loyal assistant Tim travels to various times to gather knowledge about history. A Lego Tom Cruise movie could deliver a fun and educational installment teaching young viewers about various past periods. The Lego Tom Cruises features some extremely compelling antagonists. The villainous Tom Twister's team makes for worthy um, adversaries for Dr. Cyber and Tim, stealing several artifacts from the past and changing history in the process. The Lego Time Cruisers are worthy of a cinematic adaptation. Number 8, Bionicle could deliver some spectacular battle sequences. Lego's Bionicle sets have gathered a notable fan following, detailing a group of robotic beings known as the Toa who seek to establish peace across the universe. The toys have been absent from the Lego franchise for years, but are ripe for a revival. Bionicle movies could offer similar success to the Transformers movies, which have produced some of the best Transformers content. Bionicle could deliver some spectacular battle sequences displaying the Toa's struggles against the evil Makuta Pterodax. The Bionicle sets also have a ton of lore that could be exploited for an entire film franchise, like the Core War, which is fought between the alien tribes of the planet Spirus Magna over the mysterious energized protodermis substance. Number 8, Lego races would bring some entertaining motorsport action. Lego Races is one of the best video games released under the Lego banner. The Zanny kart racer is remembered fondly by many gamers due to its colorful uh, characters and appealing cartoon aesthetic. A live action Legos Races movie could provide a bright and vibrant offering to Studios Lego franchise. Adapting Lego Races into a film would grant Universal the opportunity to deliver a racing movie with a similar quirky energy to Speed Racer. Individuals like Johnny Thunder and Captain Redbeard are racing drivers full of personality who deserve to be brought to the big screen. Lego Races Power Up Bricks would also bring some entertaining motorsport action, showing races being blown up by rockets and cannonballs. Number 7, Lego Worlds would be the ideal way to capture Lego's imaginative spirit. Lego has produced some of the best video games, and one release that impressed gamers is Lego Worlds. It sees players tasked with building their world built out of Lego bricks. Lego World speaks to the creativity of the building block franchise, and a film adaptation would be the ideal way to capture the imaginative spirit of Lego. Okay, let me see how much time we have. Oh boy. All right. All right, let me speed this up though. All right. All right, let me speed this up though. Um so yes, so let me just speed this up though, man. Yeah, Lego Wars. So let me just speed this up and stuff. I'm not gonna be able to read all this, so let me just count down the stuff. So number 6, um, Galador Defenders of the Outer Dimensions live action stuff, easy to adapt. Um, yeah. Number 5, Lego Castle would be a sprawling epic. Number 4, Lego Agents tribute to spy films holds the potential for some stunning cinematography. Number 3, Lego Cities video game adaptations provide a solid foundation for live action movies. Number 2, Lego Island is wonderfully silly. No, excuse me, wonderfully silly. And number 1, a Lego Pirates film would be a thrilling swashbuckling escapade. All right. I needed to speed this up though, man. You guys are more than welcome to actually read the rest for yourselves. I'm trying to speed this up actually so I can be done with this. www.cbr.com is the website. Let's see. What else do I have to talk about? Ooh, oh boy. The Beats pill. Okay, all right, we're gonna get into some other stuff too. So hold that thought. We're gonna get into all right. All right, we're gonna get. We got some gaming news that we need to talk about, and this is pertaining to what is it? This is pertaining to, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on a second. All right, we're gonna go into Atari's acquisition. All right. All right, so here we go. So let me just hurry it up though. So yeah, we're gonna get into it right here. All right. All right, so Atari has made an acquisition to Activision. And this is according to the folks from Gamer Rant. No, Game Rant, excuse me. So let's start with the key takeaways here. So Atari's rocky history includes failed consoles, its involvement in the 1983 gaming crash, but recent moves show its new direction in the industry. The recent acquisition of Intellivision by Atari may bring lost retro games back to life, preserving gaming history for modern players. Intellivision's troubled Amico console is left behind as Atari focuses on reviving classic games, offering hope for the future of retro gaming. That shit is interesting. Very interesting. Despite its undeniable influence on the gaming scene, Atari has had a rocky history, though many gamers see the company as a relic, one with games that are treated more as collector's items than treasured virtual experiences. Atari has been making some moves that are starting to turn heads in the industry. Atari's role in the video game crash of 1983 has been unfortunate, stain on its legacy. The release of E.T. the Extraterrestrial on the Atari 2600 has been often been cited as the straw that broke the camel's back, giving way to the crash. In the aftermath, a whole host of console brands were swept from relevance while Nintendo ascended to the gaming throne with the power of the NES. Atari was certainly among this assortment. The consoles it released after the 2600 often flopped, knocking the brand out of the console wars. Atari's acquisition of Intellivision brings old rivals back. On the subject of consoles that have fallen by the wayside. The Intellivision was one of Atari's chief rivals back during those wars of yore. Mattel's intelligent television drew Atari's ire with a massive library and the best graphics in the industry, provoking the creation of the ill-fated 5200 to compete. However, though it had many strengths, the Intellivision brand has been far less successful when compared to Atari, leading it to its burial in relative obscurity. Luckily for fans of retro games, Atari's recent purchase of Intellivision could be a major boon for archival and abandoned Intellivision projects. Gaming is facing a massive archival issue with even major platforms like like the SNES having library gaps. If that's the case for the systems that have surged into the pop cultural psyche, older hardware has a rough time ahead of it. There are certainly more than a few Intellivision titles that have met the fate of falling through the cracks, and the march of time will only expedite this erosion. Fortunately, Atari has been taking steps in the right direction, taking measures to keep old games in circulation. In particular, the recent Atari 2600 Plus release saw Atari beat out um, such as the PlayStation Classic or NES Mini by being compatible with genuine 2600 and 7800 cartridges. Moreover, Atari's statement on the acquisition asserts that the company will seek to expand digital and physical distribution of legacy and television games, which will be great for the purposes of keeping retro titles in modern hands. The acquisition of the Intellivision brand and 200 Intellivision titles is good news for archival work and the potential for digital and physical re-releases of the retro games will be of incredible value to gamers new and old. Keeping retro games in circulation gives developers of today more colors to paint with, maintaining a strong base of key influences. Furthermore, it could help keep the prices of retro games down, something that's particularly affected Atari titles. Many commentators have noted the retro market to be beyond inflated, and it's always best that fewer games are entirely locked behind the auction paywall. Atari bought the Intellivision brand and the console's IPs instead of Intellivision LLC as a whole, with that company being left to rebrand. More pressingly, Intellivision LLC has been left with the Amico, a console trapped in development hell that still hasn't hit shelves. And after the abandonment of the Intellivision Amico trademark, likely never well. The Amico, a family-friendly console marketed for its lack of online functionality, has been in limbo for years. It's good for Intellivision to get out of its perpetual rut. Yeah. So there you go, right there with Atari. I think we have. Let me see what we have here, man. Let me see what we have here, man. Um, let's see. Let's see. Oh shit. I'll save that particular tech topic for another time. Actually, let's go to Call of Duty. Let's go to Call of Duty and whatnot. And this is from the folks from Eurogamer. Playing Call of Duty Ops 6's multiplayer this week, I felt something I hadn't felt when dashing about in Call of Duty for a little while, just ever so slightly bored. It's a strange one because in isolation, Black Ops 6's multiplayer is actually very good. The headline edition this year is what the developers at Treyarch and co-developer Raven Software have called Omni Movement. I'm a big fan of this, less so the actual Omni Movement itself, which is perfectly fine. Um, I'm more into the idea that we're back to giving actually quite subtle gameplay mechanics a ridiculous proper noun name. Again, all of a sudden it's 2013 again, discovering Call of Duty's answer to um Call of Duty's answer to the threat. Jeez, hold up. Yes, discovering Call of Duty's answer to the threat posed by Battlefield's Battlefield 4's evolution. All right, um, all right, yeah, no, Battlefield 4's Levolution. The gameplay impact is, as mentioned, ultimately quite low key, but also undoubtedly positive. The basic premise of Omni Movement is that you can now sprint in all directions rather than just forwards, and combined with both sliding and diving, it makes for some wonderfully silly traversal. Regularly, you'll find yourself ambushed by players skidding out from behind crates and popping up over waist high cover like an increasing comical game of whack a mole. It's the fastest, most hectic, and most relentless COD's multiplayer has been in the post Infinite Warfare era, when a handful of cards demanded the series get back to boots on the ground. That frenetic speed is enhanced and top six's maps. Again, this is something that works wonderfully in isolation. Map design in multiplayer is generally excellent. With Subsonic, we have a tight map based around a single central hangar with a stealth bomber parked inside a ring road of sorts, and just for entrances, but others are even more minuscule. Um, dovetailing nicely with the new movement system design around reactivity, fluidity, and speed. At that truly tiny end of the scale, it gets openly comical with Stakeout, a map based in a single one-story apartment of maybe 8 rooms and a balcony with barely enough room to beat a rug. It's one of the smallest COD maps I've ever played. You won't survive for more than 5 or 10 seconds at a time, and the entire interior and other whirlwind of sprinting, diving, sliding bullets, and explosive explosives of all kind. Yeah. Um. All right. Obviously, this is an interesting game, actually, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys are more than welcome to actually go to www.eurogamer.net/Call of Duty Black Ops 6 review. You guys are more than welcome to actually look at it for yourselves. I'm trying to speed this up because it's almost the third hour of my recording. So let me. All right, so one more gaming topic regarding Sonic X Shadow Generations. Now, this is according to Name Game Network. Now, this one has been very interesting. A lot of people on YouTube has actually seen the trailers, the gameplay, and all that other stuff whatsoever. So this is what's going on here. Um, all right, hold on a second here. I don't think I'm gonna have time to read all this, but I will actually, so this was posted recently, last week. I consider myself to be a lapsed Sonic the Hedgehog fan, while I was still more of a Mario fan growing up. As a Genesis owner, I spent plenty of time with the original Blue Blur adventures, and while the cracks began to show with them, I enjoyed both Sonic Adventure games. After that, though, I found myself mostly ignoring subsequent entries, a combination of being too gimmicky and poor quality. Um, made the series easy to avoid: Sonic Unleashed and Sonic '06. However, the excellent Sonic Mania and nostalgia filled compilation Sonic Origins roped me back in a bit. It's part of what pulled me to Sonic X Generations. Sonic X Shadow Generations, which is an expanded release of the one Sonic title I remember hearing good things about back in the day. Yeah, so the original came out in 2011. Boy. So the original came out on the yeah. So yeah, it came out on the 2011. Was designed to be a celebration of the series. It split the action between the 2D to the excuse me, the classic 2D gameplay of the Genesis titles and the shaker 3D stylings of the later releases. Okay, so let's see. I know there's some good stuff in the review that was said. So let's go over what the statements. So presentation, um 75. Even with a new coat of paint, Sonic Generations shows its age at times. Sonic Generations has much more visual flair. Chaotic design and eye-catching colors help levels really pop on screen that are limited to the 2D frame. The gameplay is they provide a great sense of speed and outside of some physics issues. Controls are solid. However, the 3D action lacks that quality due to an annoying camera and mushy controls. Single player, although I appreciate the fact that the story really goes into the history of the franchise, both Sonic and Shadow stories fail to fully ensnare me. The Sonic portion lacks depth, while the Shadow portion is too serious for its own good. None. Some minor frame rate issues, but nothing that severely slows down the action. Sonic X Shadow Generations is a mishmash of enjoyable 2D platforming and frustrating 3D sequences. Shadow at least manages to somewhat mitigate the clumsy controls thanks to some interesting gameplay wrinkles. The title also looks good, but probably won't bring the pair of hedgehogs back to the forefront of the genre. All right, so it's a mixture of good, okay, and and I'm not gonna say bad though, man. So it's kind of a mix in between good and bad. But it's not bad per se. But um so yeah, so there you have it right there. Let's see. Let's see what else we gotta talk. Um, yes, some fun activities to do for the weekend. I'm actually gonna get into it. Let's get into it, man. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. I'm gonna make sure that. All right, we're gonna get into. Hang on a second. We're gonna get into remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. This is basically about some to do for the weekend. Um, Fun activities to do for the weekend, and of course, what? Let's see. So, all right. So let's start off with this though, man. Um, all right. Remains to be seen. Here we go. Are you looking for fun activities to do for the week and weekend despite the fatigue from the election? I got some spots for you guys so you can actually enjoy yourselves and stuff. So I want to start off with Nick Cannon's Wild Out tour. All right. So Nick Cannon's Wild Out tour is it's there's going to be some various locations actually. So listen to this. So it's a live tour 2020. So it's a live tour 24 tickets are on sale right now for the Wild Out live tour 24. So starting with San Francisco, Chase Center Saturday, November 23rd, 8 p.m. Los Angeles, California, Intuit Dome Saturday, November 30th, 8 p.m. New Orleans, Louisiana, Smoothie King Center Friday, December 6th, 8 p.m. Houston, Texas, Toyota Center, Miami, Florida, Bank Arena, Sunday, December 8th, 8 p.m. Baltimore, Maryland, CFG Bank Arena, Friday, December 13th, 8 p.m. Detroit, Michigan, Little Caesars Arena, Sunday, December 22nd at 8 p.m. And yeah, so of course, let me see. Hold up a second. Wait a minute here. Yeah, well, yeah, there's yeah. Of course, there's going to be a lot of fans out there that's going to be watching this in action. So they have a section. No, this is a video actually. So go there. All right, so there you have it. You can purchase your tickets on their website, which is www.wildnoutlive.com. All right. Afro Tech Conference. Yeah. Afro Tech Conference it takes place in Houston, Texas, November 13th through the 16th of this year, 2024. I want to let's make sure that I actually get all the stuff. So there's going to be some speakers that will be there. Bun B is going to be there. Hold on. Bun B is going to be there. Hold on a second. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did say Bun B. So Aaron Walton, CEO founder of Walton Isaac Khan, Beatrice Dixon, CEO, co-founder, and chief innovation officer at the Honey Pot Company. Gabrielle Wesley, CMO at Mars Wrigley North America. Morgan DeBon, CEO and founder at Blavity Incorporated. Baron Davis, investor, serial entrepreneur. What the hell? Serial entrepreneur? Really? Two-time NBA All-Star. Why don't you just say entrepreneur instead of putting a cereal on top? Really though? Like that. Bun B, artist at Double Dose Entertainment LLC. Sharon Bowen, Rachel Rogers. Rachel Rogers is going to be there. Dr. Simone Whitmore, Hannah Hannah Bronfman, angel investor. Alexis McGill Johnson is going to be there. Jennifer Lynn Williams, Marlon Nichols, Charles Hudson, Kendrick Sampson, Angelica Ross, Tip T.I. Harris, Aaron Williams, Dula. Alex is going to be there. Adib Kadir, Adriana Hillard, Adrian C. Smith, Adrian Trimmel, AJ Gerard, Alencia Johnson, Alex Wood, Alfred Liggins 3, Alonzo Ellis, Andrew Berkeley, and much more. Now, if you like to hang on a second, man. If you'd like to go to Afrotech conference and all that stuff, all you gotta do is get your tickets right away. You may not be able to get the early ones, so you might as well get it right now. So to get the tickets, you can go to afrotechconference.com. All right. Let's see. Things to do for the weekend. Things to do for the weekend. We have I may not be able to get to LA, unfortunately. If I haven't to get to LA, I do apologize. I'm trying to rush to actually finish this actually. So first and foremost, for all the New Yorkers out there, and people from LA, Chicago, Paris, and other places, if you are looking for some fun places to do for the weekend, go to www.timeout.com, where you can see a whole list of sections on things to do, what is for the weekend, and more. So starting with construction. Yeah, construction, November 11th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., which takes place in Manhattan, Brookfield Place in Manhattan, 230 Vesey Street, November 1st, and all the other stuff. So New York City Comedy Festival, Tracy Morgan is going to be there. And the New York Comedy Festival, 17th. Get your tickets. And let's see. We got the Brooklyn Folk Festival. Takes place in, hold on, where does it take place? Where does it take place? Oh man, so this takes place at the historic St. Anne's Church in Brooklyn Heights. Um, so yeah, so this year's events runs from November 8th, which is to the 10th. Go ahead and get your tickets. Sticking a hole in it, election hangover edition. You can actually let's see, where does this take place? So this is so yeah, there's comics. Comics include Dan Goodman, Joanna Ross, and special guests will welcome talented people, pole dancers, and comedians from, of course, NYC. I think this takes place in, where does it take place actually? Yeah, this takes place at Drum in the East Village. Make sure you go ahead and get your tickets. And this is let me see. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So let me. Okay. Great Jones Whiskey, Murray's Cheese Pairing Class. And hold on. Hold on. All right. All right, let me hurry up and add one more spot for you guys, man. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a second, folks. I need to add one more thing. One more thing, actually. One more thing I need to add. And that is, hang on a second. The last thing I want to actually add is for all you music lovers out there, I'm actually gonna look for this thing that I saved actually. So yeah. Lord, where is it? Yes, here we go. This is the last place for you to do for the week and stuff. So singer Rachel Lynn is doing a performance that's taking place on 177 Vanderbilt Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11205, which takes place at the Brooklyn Music Kitchen. And you can go to her page in the link in bio where you can get your tickets and all that other stuff whatsoever. And I hope y'all have a good time. And yeah, let me say this though. All right, so tomorrow, like I said, is National Fried Chicken Sandwich Day. Various restaurants is gonna have some deals, starting with Wingstop, McDonald's, Popeyes, Burger King, Shake Shack, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., and KFC. So basically, it has free sandwich with Amy chicken. Yeah, that yeah. The McCrispy for $2 in McDonald's, free sandwich with $10 purchase and in app now through November the 10th. Burger King free Royal Crispy Chicken Sandwich with $5 purchase, Royal Perks in app. Shake Shack free chicken sandwich on November the 10th, which is a Sunday, with $10 purchase, a chicken Sunday. Jack in the Box free cluck chicken sandwich with $1 purchase in app. Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. free famous star or chicken sandwich with any purchase of $1 in app. Free chicken sandwich with Amy. No, excuse me, any $1 purchase in app. So, I don't. I think you had to download these restaurant apps, though, man. I think you had to download these restaurants, these fast food restaurant apps, though, that I just mentioned. So yeah, there you have it right there, man. I'm about to wrap up right now. All right, I'm about to wrap up right here, right now. Sorry I took so long. I wanted to actually get through the gaming topics and all that other stuff. I wasn't able to read all those things. Like I said, y'all more than welcome to actually read the rest on certain websites that I just mentioned. Fun activities to do. Go to www.timeout.com where you can find some fun activities to do for the week and weekend and other events that's featured on there. So let's get into the last segment. Last segment is stream choices on the go. Let's go. All right, make sure you follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on Threads, along with my other podcast shows that I do, which is also on Threads, and myself, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, my Sports Edition show, and my Entertainment Review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, and alongside myself, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Yes, don't forget to turn your notifications. I will start to do Instagram live feeds despite my Android tablet having pop-ups and stuff. So yeah. And if you go to the link in bio, you're gonna see a whole list of links of streaming platforms where you can listen to episodes. And I'm going to guide you through this by starting off with Odyssey, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Overhaul FM Podcast, Player FM, Podcast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snip, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Fountain, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to music, radio shows, and podcast episodes for free. Free 99. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio or any other apps that I just mentioned. All you need to do is follow and subscribe to the podcast, and make sure you do the same with YouTube. Grab that subscribe button on the YouTube channel page, G Money Stacks 555, for more live video podcast episode live stream recordings, and post it to the YouTube channel page. Be sure to leave a like and a comment along with the topics. Tell me how you feel about the topics in today's episodes, and of course, be sure to share the videos. Be sure to listen, stream, watch the episodes. Be sure to add the podcast to your playlist and enable alerts so you be notified on when episodes are going to be dropping and all that great stuff right there. Also tell a friend to another friend. Be sure to spread the word. Word of mouth is important. Share my Linktree link with the podcast, Linktree / G Money Stacks 555, with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, people you're cool with from work, and all that great stuff right there, man. And that's going to do it for today's episode. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for tuning in and rocking with me on today's episode. I really appreciate y'all, and I really appreciate the 90 subscribers that decided to subscribe to the channel. You could have listened to any podcast in the whole world, but you chose to listen to this podcast right here. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and you have to earn it. It's not going to be given to you on a fucking silver platter. You just have to have confidence in yourself and in what you do, what you love to do, creatively, mentally, physically, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. That gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. Everybody's journey is different. There's no manual for going on your own path and your journey. And of course, remember, it's not a matter of whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. All right. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me, man. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next time in the next episode. Whatever places I didn't get a chance to get to, and whatever topics I didn't get a chance to get to, I will cover that in a future episode. And of course, I know everybody's been fatigued from the election and all the other stuff, but you can't let that get you down. You gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. There you go. Right here. I'm signing off. Peace and one love. Enjoy your weekend. Be careful out there. Be safe out there. I'll see y'all on the flip side. And enjoy your national chicken sandwich day tomorrow from all the places that I just mentioned. And take care of yourself. Good night, everybody.